Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is going to be a very early February wrap up and I'm going to talk about my March reading plans as well. As I'm sure you know by now if you watch my videos, I am going away to the US this Sunday coming, so I've got a lot of packing and a lot of stuff to sort out before I go. So I thought I would show you the books that I have managed to read and review, well not review but rate on Goodreads in the first half of February. So I'm going to show you the first two books I gave 5 stars to. So the second one is of course a reread of Eleanor and Park. It's still 5 stars for me, still one of my favourite books ever. So I mean, I've talked about it a lot now, so I don't think I need to anymore, but it's a book that I read this month, so yeah, it's still 5 stars for me. And the other book I gave 5 stars to this month is The Best Thing That Never Happened to Me by Laura Tate and Jimmy Rice. This is an adult romance that I absolutely adored and I thoroughly recommend to anyone well, in their 20s, between the age of 20 to 30, who likes YA but kind of feels like they want to read almost like a YA book about people they're closer to their own age. So yeah, it's really cute, really fluffy, thoroughly recommend it. So yeah, I've actually pre-ordered the next book by these authors as well, so they've got a new one coming out at the end of March and I've pre-ordered it, so that's how much I loved this one. So yeah, thoroughly recommend it. Awesome 5-star adult romance book. The next few books I gave 4 stars to, and the first one that I gave 4 stars to is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Absolutely gorgeous story. It's a YA contemporary about Finch and Violet. Finch is suicidal and Violet has recently lost her sister and she kind of feels really guilty about that, even though it wasn't exactly her fault, but she kind of, because she was there, she kind of feels she should take some of the blame. It's got an incredibly heartbreaking ending, but the way that Jennifer Niven writes is so beautiful, and even though really tragic things happen, there is such an awesome element of hope and happiness in this book, and that's not something I've come across in a YA book about death and mental health and suicide. So yeah, although it has all of those things at its heart, it also has this awesome brightness around it. It really does. So if you want a book that is somehow uplifting about suicide and depression and bipolar and anything like that, I thoroughly recommend it. Absolutely adore her writing style as well. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, that is that one. The next one I have to talk about is The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I gave this 4 stars too. This is kind of similar. It's about a girl who has lost her sister, and she kind of, through her grief, she kind of gets into a, not really a relationship, but she kind of has kind of romantic moments with her sister's, well, fiance, and she kind of learns secrets about her sister that she didn't know, and she kind of starts to wonder why her sister kept things from her, and because of her grief she obviously feels guilty that she's been, you know, having these romantic kind of moments with her sister's ex. So yeah, I mean it's very sad, but it's very kind of, it gives you a sense of what it's like to lose someone very close to you. So it's a hard read, but it's gorgeous, and again, beautiful writing. So thoroughly recommend it if that sounds like your kind of thing. If you like a good cry, I would recommend both All the Bright Places and The Sky is Everywhere. So yeah. The next one I gave 4 stars to is Worlds of Ink and Shadow by Lena Coakley. I did a full review on this, so I will leave that blog post down below. It's a story about the Bronte family with magical elements, and it's all about the awesomeness of creating your own world and getting lost in that world, and all the characters you create and what they mean to you and things like that. So I would say it's definitely a writer's book. If you're a writer, I think you'll like this book. So yeah, that is that one. Again, 4 stars, as I said. The next one I gave 4 stars to is Lumberjanes Volume 1, Beware the Kitten Holy. This is obviously a graphic novel by Noelle Stevenson, and I absolutely loved it. It's about some kick-ass girls at a kind of like a Girl Scout camp type thing, and I can't wait to pick up the second one. So yeah, I gave this 4 stars. I'll just quickly show you some of the art again. Awesome, awesome, cute little style. Yeah, it's got some really, really funny moments in it as well, so thoroughly, thoroughly recommend if you're at all interested in that kind of thing. The next graphic novel that I gave 4 stars to is Lock and Key Volume 2 Head Games by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. So weird, but very, very Joe Hill, I would say. It's a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie. It's about these kids who basically find this key in this house that they've just moved into, and they discover that it can open up their heads, and you can take things out of your head and put things in that you want to know. As I said, take things out that you want to forget, and it's really weird, but yeah, I recommend it if that kind of blows your mind, which it did for me. I was like, see, you can see. Very, very odd, but it's creepy, and possibly, you know, if you want something for Halloween, maybe, I would say pick these up. I think there's 6 of these volumes, so I will pick up the 3rd one when I see it for a good price. The next couple of books I gave 3 stars to, and that means that I did like them, but I'm probably not going to reread them or carry on the series, and that is The Wicked and the Divine, the Faust Act. I expected to like this a lot more than I did, unfortunately. The artwork is stunning. I absolutely adore the artwork. See, it's just gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. But the story just didn't really grab me as much as I thought it would. So I don't think I'm going to be picking up the rest of the series, unfortunately. So, but if it does sound like your sort of thing, it's about gods who come down every 90 years as young people, as young humans, and they kind of infiltrate society, and it's very, very chaotic, and I think that's probably why I didn't get on with it as much as I thought I would. So, but if you like really, really mad stuff so that you have to really kind of work to figure out exactly what's going on, then I would recommend it. So yeah. The next book I gave 3 stars to is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. This was really, really short. I got through it in a day. It's just a cute, fluffy contemporary about 2 students in a creative writing class who they like each other, but it's told from the perspectives of people in their lives. So it's told from friends, it's told from teachers, it's told from, there's even a perspective from a park bench, there's even a perspective from a squirrel, which is really cute. So yeah, it's cute and fluffy, but I found it a little bit too generic, I think, and I think that's why I wouldn't really reread it. But I mean, if you like something quick and cute, then I would recommend it. So yeah. And that is it for my February wrap up. I'm going to briefly talk about what I plan to read while I'm away in America. I'm hoping to finish A Storm of Swords Part 2 before I go, so I've got a little bit to go on that, but that's because I want to take A Feast for Crows with me. This is the 5th book in the Song of Ice and Fire series, so it's really, really huge. So I want a physical book for the plane, because I have a 11-hour flight to LA on Sunday, so I'm thinking my Kindle might die in that time, so I want a physical book to be able to switch to for when that happens. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish this by the time I get back. And now I'm going to show you the Kindle books that I hope to read while I'm away. I've picked out a couple, basically just to give myself a selection for whatever mood I'm in. The first one I hope to read is Halfway Dead by Terry Maggot. This is a YA witch book which the author sent me himself, so I'm looking forward to reading that. I also have the sequel one here, Halfway Bitten, so I want to get to both of those. I also want to read the Glassblower by Petra Durst Benning. This is a historical fiction which I mentioned in my book haul video, my February book haul video. This was recommended to me by one of my real life friends, so I'm excited to get to that one as well. I also want to get to We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, because I know this has been out a while. When it first came out there was a lot of hype surrounding it, and I've heard really, really amazing things about it. Apparently it's got a twisty ending that no one saw coming. It's a YA contemporary, I believe, and yeah, I'm excited to be finally getting to it. So yeah, I think it's quite short as well, so I don't think it's going to take me very long, so I'm excited about that one. And I also want to start, I don't know if I'll finish it while I'm away, but I want to start Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is the first book in her Alien series. I think there's 5 of them, and I have all 5 of them on here, so I can just read one after the other if I find them that addictive. But it's really, really popular on BookTube, I know, and certainly with American booktubers it's really, really popular, so I want to give it a go. So we will see, and if I get on with it I will let you know. And they are my initial March reading plans. Whether I get through all of that, I don't know. But I'm going to try to be a little less ambitious with my TBRs, because I realised I'm just not reading all of them. I'm saying I'm going to read them and I'm just not. So yeah, and that is all I have for you for this video. This will be the last video I film here in my bedroom before I get back. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to be filming while I'm away, because I'm going to be visiting loads of different places, so I probably will possibly be vlogging some of it. I am taking my phone, which I film on, and my laptop with me, so I may be able to upload a few videos, but I can't promise anything. If you want to keep up with me, I thoroughly recommend that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and Goodreads as well, because I will be updating what I'm reading on Goodreads. So yeah, if you want to keep up with me, then that's what I would advise you to do. I have just announced the winner of my Harry Potter giveaway in my last video. I filmed it because I wanted you guys to see that everyone got a fair chance in that. So yeah, because I know I'm a new booktuber, so I kind of wanted to earn you guys' trust, I guess. So yeah, the winner of that is Nina Hemmings, and I have replied to her comment on that video. So if she could send me a private message with an address to send the prize to, I will get that off as soon as possible. As I said, if Nina, you get back to me on time, I will send it before I go away, otherwise there will be a delay in me posting it. So yeah, and that is all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave all of my social media down below, and I will see you hopefully very soon, but otherwise I will see you for a proper book video after I get back on the 19th of March, so I may film a video on that day if I'm not too tired, or it'll be the day after that. So I hope you all have an awesome time and keep reading. Bye bye.